Hello students, good morning. Today we are going to discuss about chapter 5, laws of motion. Laws of motion is a part of dynamics, one of the three main branches of mechanics. What is dynamics basically? Dynamics is the study of motion with knowing the cause of motion. So how shall we define dynamics? Dynamics is the branch of physics that deals with the study of motion along with the cause of motion. Ultimate cause of motion is force. Basically, there comes a question in our mind, what is the cause of motion? So the ultimate cause of motion is the force. Basically happens what? When a body is placed, it is at rest. When it starts moving, it gains velocity. Velocity changes because of acceleration, and acceleration is produced by the force. So the ultimate cause of motion or velocity is force. What is force? Force is a push or pull that acts on a body and change or try to change its initial state. किसी भी बॉडी की इनिशियल स्टेट को बदलने के लिए जो पुश और पुल बॉडी पर लगता है उसको हम फोर्स कहते हैं. A force is a vector quantity and its SI unit is Newton. याद रखें, न्यूटन को हम स्मॉल n से स्टार्ट करते हैं. अगर कैपिटल N से स्टार्ट करेंगे इट विल बी इंडिकेटिंग द नेम ऑफ साइंटिस्ट, बट इफ वी स्टार्ट इट बाय स्मॉल n then it will be the unit of force. So one thing to highlight here, that any unit in physics that starts or that is named after a scientist, then that unit is starting with small letter. With capital letter the name of scientist is indicated, and with the small letter the unit is indicated. So Newton will be indicated with small n, EWN, Newton, and the notation is capital N. Notation of Newton is capital N. Dimensional formula of force is mLT की power -2. Now what are the effects of force? Force can cause the following effects. A force or a body can move a stationary body. If a body is at rest, by applying force we can move it. A force can stop a moving body. We can stop a moving body by applying force. Force can change the direction of a moving body. When a body is moving, it is already in motion. Then by applying force we can change the direction of motion. We can change the speed of a moving body. By applying force we can slow or we can move faster a body which is already moving. Force can change the shape of body. By applying force we can change the shape of a body. So these are the 5 possible effects of force. Now the units of force. Basically I have told you the SI unit of force is Newton, but the units of force can be defined in 2 ways. First are the absolute unit, second are gravitational unit. Absolute unit and gravitational unit, both unit can be defined in both the system SI and CG system. So in SI system absolute unit of force is Newton, that is equivalent to kilogram meter second raised to the power -2. Similarly the CGS unit in absolute terms is gram centimeter second की power -2 and that is equivalent to dyne. So CGS unit of absolute CGS unit is dyne, absolute SI unit is Newton. Gravitational unit, when you remember you ask your friend's weight, then he tell you that he is of 50 kg or 60 kg, but kg is the unit of mass, it is not the weight. Weight is the force. So what is telling about? He is telling you about the gravitational unit of force. So the gravitational unit of force in SI system is kilogram force, kgf or kilogram weight. So simply if somebody calls he is of 50 kg, it means he is of 50 kilogram weight. 1 kgf or 1 kilogram weight is equivalent to 9.8 Newton. So if somebody is telling he is of 100 kilogram weight, then his weight is 980 Newton in absolute terms. The CGS system, the gravitational unit of force is gram weight or gram force. 1 gram weight is equivalent to 980 dyne. 1 Newton is equivalent to 1 lakh dyne. याद रखें 1 न्यूटन इक्वल टू 1 लाख डाइन, और वी कैन सिंपली कॉल इट 1 न्यूटन इक्वल टू 10 रेज़ टू द पावर 5 डाइन. तो 1 लाख डाइन के बराबर होता है 1 न्यूटन. नाउ वी कम टू द नेक्स्ट टर्म, दैट इज एरिस्टोटल फैलेसी. एरिस्टोटल वाज a great philosopher and he propounded some facts about the motion. According to Aristotle, every motion is supported by a force. एरिस्टोटल ने एक फैक्ट बताया कि every motion is supported by a force, but this fact of Aristotle was proved wrong by Galileo Galilei. That's why it is called Aristotle fallacy, means false. This fact was proved wrong by Galileo Galilei by saying that uniform motion does not require any force behind it. So, according to Galileo, uniform motion does not require any force. That's why the fact given by Aristotle was proved wrong. That's why it is called Aristotle fallacy. And according to Galileo, the uniform motion or the rest both are similar state that we call the initial state of body, and both require no force. Here onward, whenever I will use the word initial state, it indicates that either it is rest or in uniform motion. Before coming to laws of motion, let us discuss few important terms regarding the laws of motion. First term is inertia. Basically, inertia is the inability of a body to change its initial state by itself. And here, initial state means that state of rest or state of uniform motion. The inability of a body to change its initial state by itself is called inertia. Or in other words, we can say the tendency of a body to remain in its initial state is called inertia. Again, I am mentioning initial state is the state of rest or state of uniform motion where no force is working on the body. One important point to note here is inertia is the measure of mass. It means for heavier body more inertia is there, and for lighter body inertia is less. So heavier body offer more inertia, lighter body offer less inertia. Types of inertia. How many types of inertia? Inertia is of three types. One is inertia of rest. Number two, inertia of motion. Number three, inertia of direction. Inertia of rest, as the name suggests, the tendency of a stationary body to remain at rest. अगर कोई बॉडी रेस्ट में है और रेस्ट में ही रहना चाहती है तो इस टेंडेंसी को हम कहते हैं inertia of rest. The examples are a body or a person falls backward when a bus or car or any other vehicle on which you are standing or you are sitting suddenly start moving. Dust particle come out of a carpet when it is beaten. Dust particle comes out just because of inertia of rest. Basically happens what? जब आप गीले कपड़े को या किसी डस्टी कारपेट को झटकते हैं तो जो पार्टिकल्स वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स हैं या डस्ट पार्टिकल्स हैं जो उस कारपेट की जाली के अंदर फंसे हुए हैं, उस कपड़े की जाली के साथ फंसे हुए हैं, जब उसको झटका दिया तो उसके धागे तो एकदम से मोशन में आ जाते हैं, बट वो डस्ट पार्टिकल एकदम से मोशन में नहीं आ पाती. दे आर स्टिल वांट टू रिमेन एट रेस्ट एंड लीव्स बिहाइंड, वो बाहर निकल जाते हैं. व्हेन A bullet is targeted to a window pane, it makes a clean hole. जब किसी बुलेट को किसी विंडो पेन से ग्लास से गुजारा जाता है तो वहां क्लीन होल बनता है, बट जब पत्थर मारते हैं तो वहां पर फ्रोस्टिंग हो जाती है, वहां पर क्लीन होल नहीं बनता. What is the reason? Again, the reason is inertia of rest. Speed of bullet is vigorously high, बहुत तेज होती है, and it takes fraction of second to pass through that window pane. उस ग्लास पेन से गुजरने में उसको बहुत थोड़ा टाइम लगता है, सेकंड का 10वां 5वां हिस्सा लगता है, फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकंड. And such a fast motion cannot be shared by the nearby molecules of glass sheet. Only those molecules which the bullet is hitting will come into motion and get detached, making a clean hole. But when a stone is hitting the same window pane, the motion of stone is not so high. So by the time it exerts the force on the targeting particles, the nearby particle of the glass sheet share the motion and they want to detach from that also, and that's why a frosting is seen in the glass. Number 4, on vigorously shaking the branches of a tree, the fruits or the leaves get detached. So this is inertia of rest. Now we come to inertia of motion. Inertia of motion is the inability of a body to change its initial state of motion by itself. कोई बॉडी अपने आप से अपनी इनिशियल स्टेट ऑफ मोशन को चेंज नहीं कर सकती. मींस अगर बॉडी चल रही तो वो चलते रहना चाहती, वो रुकना नहीं चाहती. दिस इज कॉल्ड इनर्शिया ऑफ मोशन. एग्जाम्पल है, ए पर्सन फॉल्स फॉरवर्ड व्हेन ब्रेक्स आर सडनली अप्लाइड। जब ब्रेक तेजी से लगाया जाता है तो एक आदमी आगे की तरफ गिरता है। रीजन इज दैट द अपर पार्ट ऑफ person is still moving, but the lower part, which is based with the bus or seat, comes to rest with the application of brakes. That's why person's upper body is still moving forward. Try to push him forward and person falls forward. A pendulum set into oscillations takes few seconds, few minutes to come to rest. Basically, when a pendulum is set into oscillation, because of the heaviness of pendulum, because its inertia is high. Similarly, a bullet penetrates a plank object target before coming to rest. जब एक गोली किसी टारगेट, किसी तख्ते पर लगती है तो उसको तुरंत से रेस्ट में आ जाना चाहिए था, बट क्योंकि बिकॉज ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ मोशन बुलेट चल रही है, वो चलते रहना चाहती है। एंड ये जो प्लैंक है, ये जो टारगेट है, इसका प्लेन उसके ऊपर एक नेगेटिव फोर्स एक्सर्ट कर रहा है, उसको रोकने की कोशिश कर रहा है, बट स्टिल बुलेट टेक्स few centimeters, few millimeters or few meters to come to rest because of inertia of motion. Now we come to finally the inertia of direction. Inertia of direction is the inability of a body to change its initial direction of motion by itself. कोई बॉडी अपनी डायरेक्शन को अपने आप से नहीं बदल सकती, जिस डायरेक्शन में चल रही है उसी डायरेक्शन में चलते रहना चाहेगी। तो इसका बहुत बढ़िया एग्जांपल है, when you are sitting in a bus and driver takes a quick turn without informing you, you fall sideways on the opposite direction of turn. तो जब आप एक कार में, बस में बैठे हैं, जैसे ही ड्राइवर ने शार्प टर्न लिया, बस ने शार्प टर्न लिया, आप बाहर की तरफ गिरते हैं। दिस इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ डायरेक्शन। इन ए शार्पनिंग व्हील, जब आपने किसी शार्पनिंग व्हील को देखा होगा जिसमें चाकू कैंची को हम तेज करते हैं, व्हेन शार्पनिंग व्हील इज यूज्ड, द स्प्लिंटर्स फ्लाइज ऑफ टेंजेंशियली, जो वहां से स्प्लिंटर्स निकलते हैं, जो वहां से जस्ट यू कैन से जो चिंगारी निकलती है वो बाहर की तरफ गिरती है, वो बिल्कुल सीधे जाती है, टेंजेंशियली जाती है, जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ डायरेक्शन। इसी तरह से हम कह सकते हैं मडगार्ड्स आर प्रोवाइडेड इन द साइकिल्स, बाइक्स, स्कूटर्स एक्सेट्रा। मडगार्ड्स का फंक्शन भी यही होता है, जब आपका मूविंग व्हील किसी डस्टी पाथ से गुजरता तो इट कैचेस डस्ट, बट ये डस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ डायरेक्शन, जब ये चिपक खत्म होती है टायर से तो ये टेंजेंशियली फ्लाई ऑफ करती है एंड इट में come on to you or your clothes. That's why mudguards are provided to stop this in between. So these were the examples of inertia of direction. Now we will discuss about momentum. But once again, before coming to momentum, I would insist on heavier body offer more inertia, lighter body offer less inertia. Hence, inertia is of measure of mass. Indirectly, the unit of inertia is kilogram. Momentum is the amount of motion contained in a body. Mathematically, it is called product of mass and velocity. So we can say momentum equal to mass times velocity. The symbol of momentum is small p, p equal to m into v. Momentum is a vector quantity. SI unit is kilogram meter per second or Newton per second. Dimensional formula of momentum is mLT raised to the power -1. Newton's laws of motion. Newton gave 3 laws to explain the motion. First law of Newton is also known as law of inertia or Galileo's law. Sometimes this law is also known as Galileo's law because with the help of this law, Galileo proved Aristotle's fallacy. Law of momentum or law of acceleration, or this is called Newton's second law. Newton's second law is also known as law of momentum, law of acceleration. Newton's third law or law of action reaction. So these were the 3 laws that were given by Newton. First come to law of inertia. According to this law, a body continues to be in its initial state, whether the state of rest or state of motion, until and unless an external force is applied on it. The best example of this law is we wear seat belt while driving. The luggage is tied on the roof of buses / cars. Law of momentum. Newton's second law is also known as law of momentum. According to this law, the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the external force applied on it. Here one thing is to note that external force should be unbalanced. This should be an unbalanced external force. It should not be a balanced force. So we can once again say, according to Newton's second law, the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the external force applied on it. Mathematically, I can say dp upon dt. D indicates the change. dp means change in momentum. When this change in momentum is divided by change in time, then it becomes rate of change of momentum. So mathematically, dp upon dt is the rate of change of momentum that is directly proportional to the force applied. But if we open this of proportionality, we will use a constant k. dp upon dt equal to k times f. Here k is called constant of proportionality. Practically the value of k is 1. अगर हम practical terms में देखें तो k की value 1 आती है, तो from here we can say dp upon dt equals to f, or we can better write f equal to dp upon dt. This is the mathematical form of Newton's second law. But we know p equal to mass into velocity. अभी हमने पढ़ा momentum है mass times velocity, तो p equal to m into v. If I replace p, then f becomes equal to dp upon dt mv. Since mass of a body is constant, so we will take it out of differentiation and I can write f equal to m dv upon dt, and we know dv upon dt is nothing but rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. So f equals to ma. This is Newton's second law in different form that we call law of acceleration. The force acting on a body is defined as the product of mass and acceleration. This is called Newton's law of acceleration. Now we come to Newton's third law, that is law of action reaction. Now we speak about the third law of Newton, that is law of action reaction. According to this law, to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. We suppose two body A and B. Body A exerts force on B. Force of A on B is written as FBA. जिस बॉडी पर फोर्स लगता है वो पहले लिखी जाती है और जो बॉडी फोर्स लगाती है वो बाद में लिखी जाती है. तो दिस सिंबल इज रेड एज FBA, force on B by A. तो FBA indicates force on B by A. As a reaction body, B also exert a force on A, that we call FAB, force on A by B. If I assume FAB I am assuming as action, then it is going to be the reaction. If I am assuming it action, it is going to be the reaction. So I can say FAB can be equal to negative of FBA, and that may also be written as FBA equal to minus FAB. So it can be written in both ways. Out of the two, any force may be action, other is reaction, but the force which is exerted first is called action, and the force that is exerted as a counter of this applied force is called reaction. तो दोनों में से जो फोर्स पहले लगता है वो एक्शन और जो बाद में लगता है वो रिएक्शन होता है. Although both the forces exert on the two body at the same time, इसलिए कौन पहले लगा कौन बाद में लगा ये कहना मुश्किल है. जैसे ही एक्शन होगा तुरंत से रिएक्शन हो जाएगा. There is no time lapse, but still we can assume कि इस बॉडी ने जाके इसको टक्कर मारी, यानी पहला एक्शन इसने किया होगा. तो we simply can assume, we cannot claim it to be the confirmed action or confirmed reaction. Okay. Important facts about the third law. Third law के about कुछ important facts है जिनको हमें consider करना है. According to third law, there is no single force exist. Forces always exist in pair. Number two, action and reaction. There comes a question in our mind that both action and reaction are equal and opposite force, so they must cancel each other because action is equal to negative of reaction, so they must cancel each other. But the fact is that both action and reaction act on two different bodies, so on each body there is a single force, not a pair of force. That's why they cannot cancel each other, or we can say action and reaction can never cancel each other. Number three, Law of action reaction is applicable to all type of forces, whether it is a gravitational force, nuclear force or electromagnetic force. Here it is applicable to all type of forces. Number 4, it is equally applicable in rest or in motion. थर्ड लॉ ऑफ न्यूटन यानी एक्शन रिएक्शन ये रेस्ट में भी एप्लीकेबल है और ये मूविंग बॉडी पर भी एप्लीकेबल होगा. नेक्स्ट, इलिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ न्यूटन्स थर्ड लॉ. इसके कुछ इलिस्ट्रेशंस कहां ये फोर्स आपको विजिबली मिलता है प्रैक्टिकल फॉर्म में. सबसे पहले हम कहते हैं वॉकिंग. व्हेन वी ट्राई टू मूव, व्हेन वी वॉक, आवर हाइंड लेग, हमारा पिछला पैर, ट्राई टू पुश द अर्थ बैकवर्ड, हम धरती को पीछे की तरफ धक्का देते हैं. And as a result, as a consequence, Earth pushes us forward. Earth हमें आगे की तरफ धक्का देती है, and this reaction of Earth make us able to move. That's why while walking we use law of action reaction. Swimming, when we swim, we pushes the water backward, and as a consequence, as a result, as a reaction, water pushes us forward. This is again a very good example of action reaction. Number 3, a book placed on a table. A book is placed on a table. The weight of book is considered as its action, and the reaction it is getting from the top of the table is opposite to the weight. So mathematically, R should be equal to mg. R is reaction from the top of table, and mg is the weight of book that we call reaction. Mathematically, R or mg both should be equal in magnitude, but in terms of direction, vector R should be negative of vector mg, and both should be in the opposite direction. When book is stationary, neither it is going up nor it is getting down into the table, means R equal to mg in this condition. So this is all about today's class. In the next video, we will discuss some more facts about the laws of motion. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.